Hi, welcome back. In this video, we'll discuss about how to create God chart in Excel. God chart is used to show KPI metrics against their benchmark. It is frequently used while displaying KPI achievements in dashboards. Let's look at it. As you can see, here we have a God chart. It has a needle for actual value and it is reflecting against three color scales where low is represented by red, average by amber and good by green. So here I am marking them. Now I'll change the actual value to 85 and let's see what change does the God chart shows. So I press enter. You can see that the needle has moved towards right. Now it's on green color. By simply looking at it, we can say that the performance is good. Now let's change the value to 25 and press enter. And now you can see that the needle has moved in the red area. This shows that the performance is now even below average. You must have noticed that the inference we have generated is simply by looking at the chart only. This is the power of visualization. Now let's look at how can we create a God chart. This God chart is a combination of two charts. First one is donut chart and second one is the pie chart. Let's look at it. Now I'll separate the two charts for better understanding. Here needle is represented by pie chart. Here in the design view you can see the pie charts. And the low, average and the good color scale is represented using donut chart. Here in the design view you can see the donut chart. To make the God chart, basically what we have done is superimposed one on another. Let's create it again. As I just mentioned, it's a combination of two charts. We should have data tables for both color scale and needle. So here you can see we have a data table for color scale and the table below refers to needle. In this donut chart, we have considered a color scale of 100. 100 is divided into three categories: red, amber and green. In the first table, you can see that we have three values: actual, low and average. Actual represents the actual value entered. Low represents the range of scale till where the value will be considered as low. Here, the range of scale is 0 to 50. So this is the 0 mark and this is the 50 mark. Similarly, average represents the range of scale where a fallen value would be considered as average. In this case, the range is 50 to 75. This is the 75th mark. The value that falls in this area is considered to be as an average value. Now let's generate a table for color scale. As discussed, the low color scale range belongs from 0 to 50 and average 50 to 75, and based on these scales we can derive that the range of green scale would be 75 to 100. That is, the range value is 100 minus 75, which is 25. The color scale table, we have done the similar thing. Look at the formula in cell B8. It is referring low value of C4. For average, it is D4 minus B8, as you can see in the formula bar, and for good it is 100 minus B8 minus C8, and the rest of the part of the donut would be 100. Now let's generate a table for needle. Here we have three values: start, pointer and rest. Start decides from where the needle will be started showing. It is the actual value. You can see that we have subtracted 2 from the actual value because at actual point the needle should show up. Hence we have subtracted pointer width from actual value, which is 2. This ensures that the needle shows up at the exact position. Pointer represents the width of the needle. Here it is 2 and rest is 200 minus start minus pointer. Now you must have a question, why 200? Because we have taken a color scale of 100 and we know that the donut chart is 360-degree chart. So another 100 is at the bottom. You will see when we'll draw the chart. So 100 plus 100 makes 200. You can also see that the total value of the color scale table is 200, and you can see that the sum is 200. Hence we have used 200. Let's create the chart. Here we have both the tables. Now first we'll create a donut chart, for which all we need to do is select data table of color scale and select donut chart. From insert tab, go to chart options, and from here we'll select the donut chart. Step 1, remove chart title and legends. Now we have removed it. Here the donut is vertical. To make it horizontal, we need to rotate it by 270 degrees. Select the first slice of the donut and then go to series option. You remember that shortcut, right? The shortcut is Ctrl 1. So press Ctrl 1. So now we have directly got the series options, and change the angle of the first slice by 270 degrees. Here you can see that it is moving in the real time also. Sometimes while working on this, people also start playing with it, and here is 270 degree. Yes. Now you can see that we have a complete donut chart, but we require only half of the donut chart. We'll simply select no fill for the rest section of donut. Let's do it. Select the bottom slice and press Ctrl 1, and now go to fill option and click on no fill. Here we can see that now we have got the desired half donut. Here we can see that the colors are not red, amber and green as desired. To do it, what we have to do is simply change the color of this slice to green, and for that simply press Ctrl 1 and go to fill option and click on solid fill and change the color to to red that we are looking for. No, I'll try to get the same color so that we can make an exact duplicate of an existing God chart. I think this matches. Yes, so we'll go with this, and moving forward we'll now click on the next slice, press Ctrl 1 and we'll again select the same color as amber. So this is the amber, right? Fine. And similarly we'll select green for the third slice. So here I'll take green. Yes, this looks nice. So here we have the color scale of a God chart. In the next video, we'll discuss how to create the needle to complete this God chart.